Hey YouTube, is you a kid 211 or 211 or whatever. Today I'm gonna do a segment, not really a segment, but just a video on how can kids be just as good as pro players and become um spend their money and get the same cards as pro players and learn how to spend their money wisely. Because I am a kid and I've been in this game for at most 7 months and I learned so many things. So the main point I want to talk about is research. Now, research is key, is absolutely key when you're a kid and you're trying to be as good as the pro players, the so-called pro players. I researched so many pro players, WK Dad, G Hopper 85. I researched on Team Minorities, Team Purple Panthers, just so many pro players, and I researched them, and I realized I learned so many things from them. I know their message was to older Yu-Gi-Oh fans, and they was really talking about how they was doing segments basically on how to become pro and all that, and their message was directed towards older Yu-Gi-Oh fans. As a kid, I realized that their message wasn't really directed towards me most of the time. So I end up making a YouTube channel and end up trying to prove that a kid can end up being just as good as them. And my it's going really good. So research people like the MC. They teach you so much new words like broken and floaters and all this whole bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh words, and then you also want to research each and every card like the speeds of spells and traps. You want to research the ignition effects and compulsory effects and the effects of monsters and mandatory effects and whatnot. You want to research every single thing and prove. So if you do have the resources to go to a regional or national, you can prove that you, as a kid, you can play just as competitively as them. So I want you guys, if you're kids, to prove that. And the way you can do that is through research. The second thing I want to talk about budget. As kids, unless your parents are rich, and even then, you want to still try to make budget decks because you don't want to just spend all your money on Yu-Gi-Oh. I know as a kid you want other wards, and Yu-Gi-Oh may not be as important as it to me as it is. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh may not be as important to you as it is to me, but you want to still try to make budget decks. So, when the structure deck comes out, if you like the art site, go buy 3 structure decks because that's the foundation of any good structure deck. So you want to buy 3 structure decks and work your way up from there. You want to research decks online. I'm not saying the net deck. I'm not saying to go and copy the exact same deck. Always put your own twist. Something I learned from a pro player. Always put your own twist on the deck. You do not want to be accused of that decade, and you do not want to be called the snobby kid for that decade, and that's just the same build and blah blah blah. Always put your own twist, even if you don't think is gonna be as good. Always put your own twist, guys. So, yeah. Next thing and last thing I think I want to talk about is friends. Friends just is so key into this. Get into this Yu-Gi-Oh game with friends. If you're serious about becoming a Yu-Gi-Oh pro and playing competitively for the rest of your Yu-Gi-Oh life, um, do that with close friends, friends that play the game, friends that enjoy the game just as much as you, and talk to them about making YouTube channels like myself, and talking about things like this, and showing off deck profiles and all of that good stuff. So always talk about things like that. Um, you're probably wondering who am I to make a discussion like that? Like anybody. I'm not anybody um special. I haven't been to regionals or blah blah blah. So you're probably wondering that. And yes, I am. And I just started this Yu-Gi-Oh game, but I'm a pretty good Yu-Gi-Oh player myself. And I have a lot of friends that play this game, but I'm trying to persuade them to make a Yu-Gi-Oh channel. And you don't have to take my advice. You can do your own thing, but I'm just giving you guys help. Finds it, whoever wants it, whoever finds it and wants it. I'm not saying I'm better than you. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just a kid that loves this game and tries to make money off it and tries to be as good as pros. So, yeah. Back to the next point I'm trying to make. Um, da 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 da. Oh, when you're playing this game and you're new, right? And everybody's watching you as a kid, and like I've been to locals, and everybody was watching me because there was a lot of adults there, and everybody was watching me as a kid, and I was winning, and I was beating some of the best players there. And that was with an agent. I guess it was like a month ago. I was beating some of the best players there, and they was like, "Wow, how can this kid be so good?" And they was just talking about me, and I went up to one of them and I told them that, oh, just because I'm a kid, that doesn't mean I can't be as good as you. So I told them that, and they took that to heart and started helping me make this YouTube channel. So I may not have all the subscriptions I want or all the friends I want right now. I'm still working on that, and all the views. I'm still working on that by posting as much videos as I can. But yeah, so it just goes to show that any kid can be just as good as pros. So take that to mind, take that to heart, and think about that. Um, so research, friends, and budget. So that's the main things you want to focus on as a kid, and try your best. Um, yeah. So that's about it. Oh, by the way, this channel is I'm gonna do a channel update today later. But this channel is not just about me ranting on about Yu-Gi-Oh! It's gonna be deck profile. As soon as I get my decks constructed, my GB deck and every other thing. And it's gonna be openings and it's gonna be a whole bunch of stuff just for everybody to enjoy and learn from whatever I have to offer as a kid. So peace. Oh, I forgot. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace.